Hello and welcome to this special live edition of the Under Centre podcast. I'm your host, of course, Dara Marr. I'm joined, as always, by Reen Malloy. We have two special guests for this live mock draft ahead of the first round of the 2023 NFL Draft. We have Chris, we have Neil. You may know them from the Talkin Balls Podcast. Lads, it is great to have you on. We had Chrissy and Dave on, so now we have you two on. So we have the full set at this stage now.
Better set.
Yeah, we send trainer wheels in first, and then the big dogs come in.
Yeah, let us know how it goes, and then we'll see how it goes.
You're totally right as well, too, for sure. Just to, metaphorically dip your toe in the water to see if these lads are all right to work,
That's it.
Spending my Thursday evening with them to make sure that everything is running all right. But we're glad to have you on, and we're glad that you'll be part of our mock draft for this evening, looking ahead to the first round. Of course, we a little bit of fun tonight for this, and then later on, of course, Neil, myself, and yourself will be hopping onto your channel for a live reaction to the first round of the draft. And I have to ask you, first of all, do you expect to last till pick 31, or will you be calling it a day beforehand?
I will be nowhere near pick 31. But I will last longer than you. That is my goal. If you're staying up, I'm staying up.
Okay.
So if you say time for bed, I'm going to go happy days. But until then, I'm staying
That's
up.
fair. The goal is definitely to last to pick 20.
That's
the Seahawks' second pick. That's the second Seahawks pick. Now, if they decide to trade back, which they tend to do, I will not be a happy boy at all. So we might have to stay up that little bit longer.
Well, the Jets are only at 15, so I'm all right.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
Rain, Mr. Number 1 pick, you can just look in at that number 1 pick and then turn it off and go to bed. How are you, sir?
I'll be honest with you. I'm going to bed right after this podcast. Like I am one sleepy boy. But look, it's great to be in that number 1 overall pick, particularly considering we weren't the worst team in the league last year. So I'm excited.
You tried your best to be the worst team, like.
Yeah,
definitely. For the first few weeks, we were 100% the worst team in the league. But PJ Walker turned things around. So yeah, it's all good.
That's it, man.
You won't even reward PJ Walker with a starting spot. You're going to have to draft his replacement with that.
True. He's already gone. He's with another team now. Is he? Tampa Bay.
Did he go to the Broncos?
I don't know. No, sorry. He went to the Chicago Bears. Yeah, with DJ Moore.
Chicago Bears. Okay.
Yeah.
So backing up for when Justin Fields goes out injured for about 5-6 games with a bum shoulder or something like that, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris, Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So you're going to wait to pick 17th pick tonight.
Yep.
What are you hoping for?
Linemen, and some more linemen. Let's put all our money in Pickett stock and let's fucking protect them.
That is fair enough. That's fair. And that's not biased because you are a lineman now, is it?
Well, I understand we are the most important people on the field, and the most attractive. But yeah, it's like
I'm not the only one that thinks that. See?
No, I presume that's O-line, Chris, you're talking about, right? Because D-line.
Oh, of course. No, not those fucking savages. Like
them Highlands.
Well, Chris, it's been great having you on today. Thanks so much.
All right, guys. No, perfect. Great, yeah. No, like if you actually look, I mean, if like in last season, easily 3/4 of the league just fell apart on their offensive line. And it's just an area that, like, big tackles are very rare to find. Big tackles that stay healthy are even rarer. So you got to draft them high.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, yeah, it's sort of guard center position we've seen this year that they are sort of lower in value. There's take 2 picks, but yeah, definitely I think there's a chance of at least 3-4 tackles going off the board tonight. That is how valuable they are. And look, as a Seahawks fan, getting 2 quality tackles last year in the draft just shows how much it can transform a team for sure. And look, listen, we might see what happens. So before we actually get into the draft, I should mention that this show today is brought to you in association with Locker, because hold on, let me just do my little bit of housework here that I need to do. Oh, look at that! There it goes.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Look at that. Why doesn't our podcast look like this, Neil?
Because we don't have as much money as Under Center.
You have less
You're
than
in debt? Yeah.
So, like I said, this show is brought to you in association with Locker. To celebrate Draft Week, we are running a competition. Of course, Locker are our partners for the 2023 NFL Draft, and you can win an NFL jersey or draft cap of your choice. Locker, of course, is a sports app that centralizes premium sports content and puts the power in the hands of fans to personalize their world of sport, including a range of premium NFL sources that can be tailored to your fan experience. Make sure you search for and follow 2023 NFL Draft in Locker to keep up with all the draft news from hundreds of sources. To enter our competition, all you need to do is go to our Instagram page at UnderCenterPod. You will see this post, as you can see, shared beside me here. Just go onto it, like it, share it, follow ourselves on Locker, and make sure you download the Locker app as well to be in with a chance to win a NFL jersey or NFL draft cap of your choice. The competition ends when the very last pick on Saturday is made. When we find out who Mr. Irrelevant is going to be, that's when the competition closes, and the winner will be announced on Sunday. So make sure you get your entries in by then to be in with a chance to win an NFL jersey or draft cap of your choice. And once again, thank you very much to Locker for providing the prize for this. And like I said, make sure you download the app too. So that's the housekeeping out of the way. Let's talk about what we're going to do tonight. So everyone comes up with about 20 or 30 mock drafts. God knows I've done that just focusing on the Seahawks leading up to this draft. But we're going to change it up a little bit. We are going to do a full first round mock draft, all 31 picks. One less pick, thankfully, because the Miami Dolphins were a bunch of cheating fuckers. So what we'll do is, Rain, because you're the Panthers fan, I'm going to be nice to you, and I'm going to let you have the first pick. Then after that, from when you make the first pick, we are going to randomize the selection, and that means we are bringing back the wheel of names. So it could be anyone that's going to make the pick number 2, 3, etc. We could get a run of Chris picking 4 teams in a row, and he could make or break those franchises for a future. So we will see. So let me just get this up here on the screen for you now. Let's move all of our lovely faces out of the way. And let's share the screen. So we're going to use PFFs. As you can see here, I have all the teams selected. So I'm just going to open up the right tab here, make sure I have it. So one round, all teams selected. Let's enter the draft. So we won't be doing any trades in this because PFF want me to pay for the ability to do trades, which I refuse to do. So we're going to go straight into the draft. And Rain, I'm going to let you choose who is going to be your first pick of the 2023 NFL Draft.
Well, you see, there is a choice that I want to make, but then there's the obvious choice that is going to be made by the Carolina Panthers. So the choice for me, the one that we should be making, is Anthony Richardson. The guy is a unicorn. We need a quarterback, and he's the guy who will come good in a couple of years' time. I mean, we've been shit for so long. We can do another season with fucking Andy Dalton starting, leave the guy sitting for a year and go, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with Bryce Young. as my number one pick overall because
No balls.
only that's fair. But I mean, if it's a toss up between Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, the only thing CJ Stroud does better than Bryce Young is be tall, and I don't think that's too much of an issue in the NFL these days. So I'm picking Bryce Young, QB, Alabama, number one overall.
Okay, so the pick is in. It is going to be Bryce Young from Alabama is the first pick in the 2023 Under Center Podcast / Talkin Balls mock draft. Come on, do your job. There we go. So now that means we are going to start the wheel of names. So here we go. Look at all of our pretty names in those wheels. Look at that. Myself,
green.
Neil,
Nice.
green. Yeah. Well, I thought I'd put the Jets
Pirates
in there.
orange for myself. There we go.
Pirates orange for yourself. Weird blue for myself. And Chris, you get the pink because that's kind of one of the colors of the show. So
Yeah,
I thought it's fair.
fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Mr.
Uh,
Magenta.
That's it. And this was before I knew you were a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I might change it to black otherwise. But hey, look, or yellow. You know, it doesn't matter. Let's spin that wheel and let's find out who's making the next pick of the 2023 NFL draft. It is Neil. So right. So Neil, we'll go back over here. You are picking on behalf of the Houston Texans, who is going to be pick number 2 of the 2023 NFL draft.
Well, I was going to pick a quarterback for these guys, but I think because you said you wanted Jalen Carter, I kind of want to pick him now.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
I think you wanted to see if Jalen Carter would make it all the way to the Seahawks. So we'll see. We'll see. How am I going to go for? It has to be CJ Stroud, doesn't it? Like the reason that I thought that the Panthers might pick Richardson is because he's just a carbon copy of Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I'm going to go CJ Stroud. I do think they're going to take a quarterback. There is a lot of talk that they're not going to take a quarterback, but I think they are. We're going CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud is going to be the second pick of the 2023 NFL Under Center Podcast Talking Balls mock draft. So it doesn't matter about what was that S2 cognitive test. That doesn't matter anymore because he's still going to get drafted second overall. And the Texans have their quarterback. Let's get back to the wheel and let's spin it and let's see who is the next pick.
Ooh,
Chris.
Okay. Titans.
Chris, you are
Titans.
Titans.
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it's Cardinals. It was traded from the Titans.
No.
You're crazy.
What the fuck am I looking at here?
You must be looking at last year's, eh?
Oh yeah, last year. Off to a great start. Right, Cardinals. Yeah, so as I said, you got to grab them when you can. Paris Johnson, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
Paris Johnson. Okay, let's find him here. That is an interesting pick. Here we are.
This could leave Will Anderson on the board for the Seahawks, Dara.
You're taking a tackle for the Cardinals?
Taking a tackle for the Cardinals. That is an interesting one.
Yeah,
considering with the defensive weapons that are on the board as well.
Oh, like you need to badly improve like the protection over Kyler Murray and stuff like that. So get him in. He'll make a big play. He'll be grand. Be fine.
He's just memorized all the line people. That's it. Well, that's all he's done.
Listen, I had a grand total of like 10 minutes to actually prepare for this.
That's it. He's just sticking to the offensive lineman fraternity.
It'll just be all O-line for every single one of his pick. He'll just be going down all the O-line people in order.
Yep.
Who's next? I'll do this one. Go on. Right, let's go back to the wheel and let's find out who's going to be drafting 4th overall. Oh, that's me.
This doesn't seem like a very random wheel, Dara. This is going in order here.
This is really good.
It is going to be in order. I might have to customize. Maybe make the spin maybe a little longer. We'll make it a little longer. There we go.
More suspense.
A little bit more. Have to keep those views up as well. So let's see. I'm the Indianapolis Colts. I have Jalen Carter on the board. I have Will Anderson on the board. I'm sure that they want a quarterback. Will Levis is out there. Anthony Richardson is there. I think they like Will Levis. I think they want Will Levis. So I'm going to go with Will Levis, quarterback out of Kentucky, is going to join the Indianapolis Colts, and he's going to be their quarterback and hopefully replicate some of the success the likes of Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck brought to the team. And yeah, look, it might work. It might not work. We'll see. But let's get back to the wheel. Longer spin. Rain, let's see now if you're back on the board here. Oh, go on, land on me again. Come on.
Oh.
Another offensive tackle for the
Seahawks.
Chris, you are drafting for the Seattle Seahawks at number 5. Of course, in that trade with Denver. Who are you taking with the 5th overall pick, and why is it Jalen Carter?
Yeah, well, this is it. This is what I'm thinking. It's like I've been giving you guys nothing but shit on my podcast for like fucking weeks, and I'm kind of like, is this the olive branch moment? Like this could be nice guy Chris.
Called them the Shara bastards last night.
Yeah,
Dara left and took her kids.
Because they stole Trinity.
But you know what, Dara? All the way out of Georgia, defensive tackle Jalen Carter joining the Seahawks.
You know what? That is a fantastic pick, I must say. As an unbiased sports fan, I think that is a fantastic pick for this team. I think you've done a great job there. Fair play.
You're welcome.
And we'll get there eventually with the forgiveness for calling us a shower of bastards last night. We'll get there eventually.
It's heat of the moment.
Who else is a team of Talkin Balls? Maybe I might have to get them on, maybe, because I feel a little slighted by
Jets, that. Jets, two flipping Steelers, and then you have a 49ers fan, but she just follows wherever Christian McCaffrey goes.
Yeah,
because she was a Panthers fan and then went whenever Christian McCaffrey left.
Ooh, that's snaky behavior.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is. Neil, you're coming up here next. You're picking on behalf of the Detroit Lions at number 6. What are you going to do?
Lions 100% are going to take Jackson Smith Njigba, if I said that right.
Jackson Smith Njigba, wide receiver out of Ohio State. Interesting. First wide receiver to go off the board. Good pick. 100%. I like the pick. You're going to piss off a lot of Bears fans for sure. I know that. I don't know why, but Bears fans show up my timeline a lot, and they really wanted Smith and Jigba for Justin
Fields. Them Bears fans are stupid. They need to sort out their O-line, so they need to. They need to freaking centers, tackles, guards everywhere. Then they're going to draft a wide receiver. Catch themselves on.
Well, if they want, they can throw away like another second round pick on another Steelers receiver if they want.
That's it.
You know. Look,
build them up, send them out.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then what? You rob the Rams of like Allen Robinson next year as well. So like,
where did he go again?
He went to the Steelers.
Oh, wow! Allen Robinson went to the Steelers. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, for a 7th rounder, or they swapped 7 rounders for
crap.
Jeez, it's unreal. Rain, you haven't drafted in a while. We have to sort of see if you're going to pop up. You're sitting there happy though with Bryce Young.
I know.
You're already in bed at this stage. That's fine.
Yeah, that's it.
By the way, guys, if you are watching on YouTube, pop a few comments in the comment section, or I should say the live chat. If you agree with any of the picks, if you don't agree with any of the picks, let us know what you think. Let's spin that wheel one more time, and let's see who we are going to get. Oh, there we go.
It's me again. Oh, yes.
On the nail again.
Here we go. The run has begun. So, Neil, you are the Las Vegas Raiders GM now. Who are you picking for the?
This is hard. This one, to be fair, because
it's not.
It is because like
tackle or corner has to be tackle or corner.
No, I think that they might draft a quarterback if one of them top 4s are still kicking about, and your man Richardson is still there, and he can sit behind Garoppolo for a year or two, because Garoppolo gets injured a lot.
I have a weird sneaking suspicion that if there is a quarterback available around this time for them, that the Patriots might try and trade up.
Yeah.
And I think they might try and send Mac Jones and swap first round picks with the Raiders.
Send Mac Jones to somewhere? Who the hell would want him?
Well, Mac Jones worked great, supposedly, with Josh McDaniels, and he's the head coach there. So,
So what am I thinking? Oh, God. I'm going to have to take... I don't want to take him because I want him for the Jets, but I'm going to take Peter Skoronski.
Peter Skoronski, tackle out of Northwestern. No problem. There you go.
He's only got wee short arms.
I don't care. The T-Rex can stop you as well, man. If we have a T-Rex on the line, they're going to stop you, all right?
Yeah, I love that. That's all I've heard about this guy is like, his arms are short. It's like, it doesn't matter how good he is, short arms.
Shift him into guards.
Linebacker with only one hand.
Yeah.
But they said that about Aiden Hutchinson last year, and he was Rookie of the Year, so it doesn't really matter. He got through college actually playing quite well, even though he had short arms. I bet he could lift up those points again this last year in Dublin with those when he was playing for Northwestern over here. So I guess there was no problem with his arms then. Speaking of which, next game in the Aviva in August. Are you guys going?
We're undecided yet. We're waiting to hear back from something.
Yes.
Oh,
so you're trying to play a coy. I get it.
But hopefully, hopefully we'll either be outside it or inside it.
Yeah. We'll be there in some shape or form. We'll either be all access or no access. Is probably the best way to put it.
I think that's the way forward. Yeah, all access or no access.
Yes.
All right. Right. Okay. Let's get back to this then. Wheel. I'm hoping it's actually at this stage because I feel like I'm left out.
This is ridiculous.
Unfortunately, it's me. So, or fortunately for you Falcons fan, you're going to have me drafting for you for this one. So the Falcons. See, I don't think Will Anderson is going to be there at that stage. But if he is, you have to jump on him and take him. So 100%. I'm going to go. Will Anderson is going to be an Atlanta Falcon. Come on. There we go. Yeah, Will Anderson, Atlanta Falcons. I actually did a mock draft and put it on Twitter earlier. Go to @UnderCenterPod on Twitter, and you'll see a first round mock draft for myself. I actually had Robinson, I think, running back going to the Falcons tonight in that one. So, sorry,
the actor apparently he wants to be an actor, and he's best mates with Matthew McConaughey.
Is he?
Hi, Matthew.
So is everybody at Texas.
Everything and how to be a great actor.
Okay, well there you go. Well, I guess Atlanta be a good place to get your acting career. They film most of the Marvel films there anyway, so
exactly.
I'm sure you can make an appearance in them. Right, let's spin the wheel one more time. Come on, Ryan. I'm hoping for you now, buddy.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Here you go. You're back in the game. Right, you're back in the game. Ryan, you are choosing on behalf of those Chicago Bears. What are you going to do?
It's too bad that it's such a simple pick, right? Because they need to build up that O-line. So I'm going to go with Broderick Jones.
Broderick Jones out of Georgia. That's the third tackle. The third tackle we have going off the board in the top 10 as well. I'm sure that would send a lot of people crazy because their mock drafts would have not have that coming at all. Well, after Chris picked Paris Johnson number 3, I think everyone would just be throwing their mock,
that was a
mock drafts in the bin anyway. But sure, interesting. So let's we'll have a quick recap in a second. Let's get this 10th pick out of the way first. This is the Eagles. I think in their draft with in their go on. Where's it going? Chris, you're going to round off the top 10 with this pick for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm trying to remember the guy's name. There he is. I am going to go running back Bijan Robinson from Texas. Get some running back stock there in a Philly.
Everyone in the NFC is shuddering at the thought of that Philadelphia O-line making gaps for Robinson to run through and probably destroy the NFC East. Jake and Fiona are definitely pissed off with that selection because now the Eagles have just gotten that little bit better. Right. Let's have a quick look at the top 10 before we move on. So we'll start with number 1, of course. Reed, you chose Bryce Young, quarterback out of Alabama, although you were also toying with the idea of Anthony Richardson. So interesting.
I was.
Neil, CJ Stroud, quarterback out of Ohio State. Some are saying they're gonna go defender with that pick, but you are saying no, they will go quarterback. Chris, you have definitely change things up here for sure. Paris Johnson, tackle out of Ohio State, going to the Cardinals with pick number 3. Then Will Levis is going to the Colts. That was my pick for pick number 4. So then, Chris, you are back on the board. Jalen Carter goes to the Seahawks with pick number 5. I thank you very much for that. Then we go to Neil, that was you, I think, wasn't it? For the Lions.
The Lions, yep.
Yep. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And then you also went you had the Vegas Raiders. They went for Pierre Skoronski from Northwestern. I then had the Falcons pick, and that was Will Anderson Jr. out of Alabama. So how he dropped to number 8. Then the Chicago Bears, Ryan, that was yourself. Broderick Jones, tackle out of Georgia, sorting out that offensive line for Justin Fields. And then to round off the top 10, Chris, you went for Bial Robinson, running back out of Texas Tech. Now that he is Matthew McConaughey's best friend. Before we go into the next 10 picks, is there any scope you think there tonight for any team to trade up or down in that top 10 this evening?
Well, I think Chris says the Titans swapped with the Cardinals at one stage there.
It depends on the year, mate.
So that could be potential there if they want a quarterback.
Okay, fair enough. I'm looking at that third pick, the Cardinals for sure, to change around. I don't know about the Titans. Maybe the Titans might get into that for sure and maybe try and get involved if they're shopping Ryan Tannehill around and they're shopping Derrick Henry around. They're going through a little bit of a rebuild, so maybe they might try and get up into that quarterback market, but we'll see, because Anthony Richardson is still on our board, and we're heading in to the top, or should I say the picks 11 to 20, and it is the Tennessee Titans on the board. But who's going to make that pick? Let's spin that wheel and let's find out.
Oh, I'm nervous now. This is me.
Rain.
Happy days.
Rain, you have the first pick of the second batch, I guess, of picks that we're going to do here tonight. Pick number 11, the Tennessee Titans. Who are you taking?
I think I saw Neil on the NFL Ireland podcast picking this pick over there, and I'm going to go the exact same as he did. I'm going to go with Anthony Richardson, QB out of Florida.
I went Will Levis.
Oh, right, okay. Well, QB.
But yes, I think it will be a QB. Yeah. I just have it in my head.
I mean, with Smith and Jigba off the board, I think you got to take the QB there. And he's just a better version of that guy that they drafted last year. Like, what's his name again?
What's happening with Tannehill?
Malik. I don't know. I think they're just tired of him.
I know, but is he going? Is he what? Is he not?
They're shopping him. No, he's not. He's still contract. I think he's in the last year. I think so. Yeah. But they're trading him around. They're trying to find a trade partner. So I guess I don't know if there's any team that would want to. Would there be any team traded for him? Maybe for the Falcons.
Yeah.
I can't think, like, if it goes this way where these 4 quarterbacks go tonight and to those 4 teams, I can't think of any team that would especially need him.
Maybe the Washington.
With Tannehill.
They're going with Sam Howell, though. They're sticking with him this year.
That is not a real thing, man. He would have beaten out either one of Heineke or Wentz last season if he was any good. He is not going to be a good quarterback. I think if they had the chance to get Tannehill, they'd take him, particularly if he was coming cheap.
Yeah.
I don't think he is cheap. He does have a big contract. So they'd have to sort of trade and re-sign and try and get a decent deal out of him. But
Well,
look, we'll see.
The latest trend is, the team that's shipping him pays part of his contract, same way the Browns did with Baker Mayfield. So I'd say something like that. But we'll see. We'll see.
Could be, actually. That's not a bad shout. It could be. We will wait and see. Let's get to pick number 12. Houston Texans are back on the board. They picked CJ Stroud second overall earlier on. That was Neil's pick. And Neil, are you going to do it again? No, it's me. I am picking the second Texans pick for this evening. It's crazy to think those two cornerbacks are still on the board, but they did only draft Devin Singletary last year. Did you want to get someone to go with him? Maybe get some edge help with Nolan Smith? No, you know what? If you're doing best player available, you got to go one of these cornerbacks. So I'm going to go with Devin Witherspoon to be the first cornerback to go off the board at number 12 to go to the Houston Texans. He is there. Him and Derek Stingley are going to create a formidable defense for D'Amico Ryans, for sure. So let's get back to that board. Let's spin that wheel. Chris, you've been very quiet for a while. Let's see if we can get you a pick here.
No.
It's probably for the best.
I seen this as well. I was sitting here watching this, going, you know what? If it comes to the Packers and Kincaid still there, they're taking him. So I'm going to stick with that, and they're going to go with Dalton Kincaid out of Utah, tight end.
Okay. Dalton Kincaid, tight end. So do you think Aaron Rodgers is looking back and saying, you finally got a first-round receiver and I'm gone?
Yeah.
I was only looking at this. It's been 20.
Have you seen that, man? I've never seen him smile as much in his life.
I don't know. He could have been smiling in it.
Tight ends, running backs. What? OMG.
Sorry, Reem, what were you going to say?
I was just looking at this earlier. It's been 20 years since the Packers drafted a wide receiver in the first round, which is just bonkers.
Jesus.
Yeah. It just
They
shows
have a good young core of wide receivers at the minute.
They do.
Yeah, not too bad. A little bit dropsy.
What do you call them? Dubes?
Yeah, Dobbs and Watson. Christian Watson as well.
Yeah, Christian Watson. Christian Watson was on fire last year too.
He was. And he did have Alan Lazard, but he's actually gone to the Jets already. He went to the Jets before. Yeah, didn't he?
Was he not part of Fuckface's deal? Aaron Rodgers.
Leave freaking Fluffface alone, mate.
Owes me $5,000. We've covered this.
You have to be nice to him now. He's now my mate.
Your best half.
Yep.
Right, let's get back to the wheel. It's the New England Patriots on the board. Who's going to make that pick for the New England Patriots? Come on, Chris.
Oh,
yes,
here
Chris.
We go.
Here you go. And you know
Offensive
what?
tackle?
This is a team that is in need of an offensive tackle. So
There you go.
It is.
Them all.
I know them all, man. I fucking know them all. Fuck, who am I going for here? Offensive
Darnell Wright is still available.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I also have the PFF thing on my screen as well, so I'm flicking through. Yeah, like as you say, they need tackles. They need to go for the highest available quality.
You can go to filter positions and go to tackle, Chris, if you want.
Oh no, I'm looking at it's between Darnell Wright and Anton Harrison. But yeah, Darnell Wright, get him locked up for the Pats.
Darnell Wright out of Tennessee. Is he probably also best friends with? I'm not forgetting his name now. Matthew McConaughey. Is he also best friends with him now?
Texas.
Oh, that's Tennessee. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. It's the big T. Look, listen. That was my problem.
Yeah, that Texas don't have on their logo either.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a T. Come on.
Right. Neil, it's your team. Let's see. Are we going to get you a pick for the New York Jets? All the tackles are going off the board as well.
Let's go. Oh,
Rain.
Oh, Rain, fuck him over. Fuck him over. Get him.
You have the future of the Jets in your hands here.
Okay, so on my little board here, I have best available offensive tackle as my number one choice. So I'm going to take Anton Harrison out of Oklahoma.
Okay. Okay. Neil, would you be happy with Anton Harrison?
I'm happy enough with it, yeah, but I wanted Jordan Anderson for a wide receiver.
Don't
They
you have
do
like
have a
50
shitty
over
wide
there
receiver
now?
core.
Yeah.
Don't you have like 50 over there now?
We can never have too many. You know, we don't really. We have what?
Yeah.
We have Wilson, we have Lazard and Hartman, but other than that, the rest are shit.
Yeah, but you still have what? Corey Davis.
But
You
I don't think
did
he'll
you
be there
get
too long.
did you trade Elijah Moore or did you
Yeah, we
trade
traded
Denzel
Elijah
Mims?
Moore to the Browns of all people.
Yes. And then you have. Do you still have Denzel? Is it Denzel Mims as well? They're still there too?
But he's sure he's shit too.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm happy
We're
enough
gonna
for
go back.
that. Tackle, carry on.
Good. Good. Someone to keep our Aaron Rodgers safe. Anyway, that's all you need.
That's it.
So let's get back to the board. Reen, I actually hope you do get this pick so you can mess up your brother's team because it's the Washington Commanders up next.
See, I'm not that bad.
Oh.
No, Chris gets to. Now, Chris, you are picking on behalf of the Washington Commanders.
Yes, who are in dire need of a cornerback. So they are. And I'll just keep this simple. I'll fuck Neil over where I wanted to fuck Neil over with the Jets pick. I never got it, so I'm just gonna have to play the game by the rules now. And yeah, go for best available cornerback. Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon.
Okay, that's a good pick. I think if Christian Gonzalez is still available at pick 16, I think you're right. They're going to jump on him for sure. Because he is definitely best player available, and they do sort of need some help in that cornerback. Did you see actually that the rumors that they might be looking to trade either Montez Sweat or Chase Young this weekend as well?
No.
Yeah.
Good shot of them.
They didn't. They're not picking up Chase Young's 5th-year option.
I thought they would have traded Chase Young. I think that's why they announced that they weren't taking him up so that somebody would come at them with it to get them a pick, at least for him for this year.
Do you think they could get up to 3 with him? Like a few extra picks there and then draft their quarterback?
They probably could, yeah. They could probably take the 3rd pick off friggin' what do you call it, the Cardinals?
Right, because they need edge anyway, and that's what Chase Young would give you. So
yeah, well, you're coming into Chase Young's final year then if you don't pick up the 5th-year option, and he's come out of a serious knee injury.
He never freaking finishes a season, that boy.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a lot to give. That's a lot to give up from the Cardinals' point of view, just to give up that number 3 pick where they could get a Will Anderson. I don't know. That's going to be tough, but it's interesting to see because Chase Young had so much promise that first year. He was so good, and then obviously the second year when he did his knee, and obviously last year when he didn't really get to play much either. It's tough on him because I kind of hoped he was going to do well. Because do you remember do you watch the NFL mic'd ups every week when they do the thing? And I think it was the COVID year where they went to Pittsburgh and they beat the Steelers in the Steelers like first loss of the year. They were like 11-0, and then it was Mike Tomlin talking to Chase Young before the game saying, "I have to be really bad to get a player like you. That's the only way I'll get a player like you."
Fucking Tomlin cracks me up.
Speaking of Mike Tomlin, and speaking of the Steelers, they're up next. They're up next. So let's see who is.
Give me them.
Don't you do it. Don't you do me the dirty. No, don't you do me the dirty.
No. So it's the horrible bastard over here that's going to be picking it for you now. Let's see. Who do you need and why is it a kicker in the first round?
Kicker.
You scroll like the page 50 here just to see what's there.
Yeah. Eventually you might actually find my name because I think I declared for it too, so I might just go for myself. But let's see. So looking at the needs on PFF, first thing is tackle. The next tackle available is DeJuan Jones from Ohio State. Is that a bit of a reach? Could be at that stage.
But the dude is huge, though, to be fair. Like, he's got all of the physical traits.
Yeah, he's a giant. But then so was freaking Mackay Becton, and he's fucking has played about 2 games in 3 years.
True.
Now there is one here that I like the look of. And everyone is thinking this is a nailed on thing if there isn't a tackle available for the Steelers. And that is Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Because didn't his dad used to play for the Steelers, wasn't it?
Yeah, and like Steelers players perform better when it's family involved.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. Joey Porter Jr., cornerback out of Penn State, is going to become a Pittsburgh Steeler.
A quarterback?
I will have a corner.
Oh, wait.
Corner.
Don't worry, no one's taking Kenny's job. That job is Kenny's at least for another year anyway.
I reckon they're going to get Tannehill.
Sure.
No, like I mean, I reckon this season will be make or break for Pickett, 100%. And whether or not there is that sort of like mid-season, all right, Tomlin's changing his mind, which is very unlike him. He's a man that makes decisions, sticks to it. But yeah, it'll be this year's make or break for him.
Okay, fair enough. Right, let's move on to the Detroit Lions' second pick of this first round.
Well,
let's see
it
who
would
is
just
going
be fate if I
to
got this and made them better.
make this pick. Oh, it's going to be Reen. Now, Reen, before you make the pick, the Lions with the 6th overall, if you don't remember, they picked Jackson Smith-Njigba, wide receiver, pick number 6. So who are you taking? Pick number 18 this time round.
I am going to take. What's the guy's name? He sounds like he is the dude who plays Shrek. Mike Mayer.
Oh, he's the dude from Halloween.
Mike Myers.
Oh yeah, so he is.
Where's he? Tight end, isn't it? Tight end. So.
It is.
Yes, that's the pick I was going to make for them too. To be fair, so that's a good shout from
Michael Mayer, out of Notre Dame, is going to be the first tight end to go off the board go to the Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions are taking 2 offensive players in their 2 first-round picks, which is interesting.
Well, they were a glass cannon last season. Like last season, they just fucking. Well, at one stage, they led the league in points scored, and also were bottom of the league in points conceded. So they were. Yeah. So this fits right in with the game plan.
Yeah, they do really need a run stopper, but yeah, I don't know if I want to take Elijah Clancy at that point in the draft.
Yeah.
Really? I'd jump on Elijah Clancy at that point in the draft. Maybe not now, actually, because we've already got Jalen Carter. But if you didn't get Jalen Carter, then at that stage I would. But let's go back to the board. Let's go back to the wheel because we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now. And who is going to be making that pick? Well, why would we be making that pick? Interesting.
Ooh,
I guess I'm going to have to. Let's see. Let's have a look. See who would I think? So their needs are pretty much everything.
So they have quarterback there, and they've got 2 quarterbacks. That's a bit excessive.
Yeah. Well, they have was it Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they did say they would be aggressive, and they wouldn't necessarily stay away from quarterbacks.
No. Should do one good one less Hooker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, he's like, 30 years old at this stage. He's
and
this is my 9th draft.
I'm looking at. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. I actually think they're going to draft a tight end. And I think they're going to draft the tight end out of Georgia. And that's Darnell Washington.
Strong.
Big boy, big strong guy, and I think he's going to be
big boy.
He's going to be their guy for this one, for sure. But let's go back to the boards. It's the Seahawks' second pick number 20. Who is making that pick? Let's see.
Oh, it's not going to be good.
No,
I'm too nice about these sort of things. I'm going to do what the Seahawks need. And I think Nolan Smith is able to play a bit of outside linebacker. They need somebody else to kind of bookends Nwosu out there. So Nolan Smith out of Georgia.
Interesting pick. He was like the combine darling a couple of weeks ago because he wasn't really in anybody's mindset until that, and I think he ran like a 4.2 or something like that in the combine and everything. So yeah, look, listen, it's a good pick. Sorting out defensive line, that was the biggest issue last year. So 2 defensive line picks in the first, or should I say, with the 2 first-round picks. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. I'll be breaking out the whiskey and cigars later on tonight with that.
Hell yeah.
For sure. For absolutely sure. By the way, Neil, thank you very much for putting up a decent picture this time.
You're very welcome. I didn't think that was a decent picture at all.
I guess in hindsight, when I'm not beside the beautiful woman, it looks worse. I guess she was the one that makes it. Yeah, I think that's right. I think she was the one that makes it better. Right. So we've skipped the Miami Dolphins because, like I said, cheating fuckers.
What happened? Remind me what happened there.
That was over the Tom Brady thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, they approached Brady. Yeah.
Oh.
He was still under contract. You're not allowed to do that.
Dirty baskets.
Yeah.
Should deduct a couple of points so that the Jets definitely win a division.
Right, Chris. It's up to
Here
you
we go.
On this one. The LA Chargers are going to select who with the 21st pick of the 2023 Under Center Podcast Talking Balls mock draft.
Well, as I would sit every weekend staring at my phone and watching fucking Justin Herbert just throw away my lead in fantasy. It's quite
fucking create him.
I know he was my boy. I just had some faith.
And you started
the reason was
Trubisky in front of him.
I was big on Mitch. Clearly, Justin Herbert just needs weapons. He needs weapons. So we're going to go into the wide receiver. We're going to pick best available, and we're going to go Jordan Addison out of USC.
He's good, like.
Good pick. Very good pick. I think Charger fans are going to be very, very happy with that. I think one of the guys on the team is a Chargers fan. If he gets a wide receiver there, because they're too reliant on Keenan Allen for too long and Mike Williams, and they both get like injured and miss at least 5 games a year. So they needed someone else there, and Jordan Addison would probably be that guy. So very, very good pick on that one. Let's move on to the next pick. Who was it? Sorry. Oh,
Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Give me it. Yes.
You're up again.
Fuck them. Where am I going? What do they need?
Right. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock, Chris. Of course, in your unbiased view here on this while wearing your Pittsburgh Steelers jersey, who are the Baltimore Ravens going to pick?
Oh, they're getting a quarterback, and they're not getting a good one. I reckon all the way from Louisville, Malik Cunningham, ranked 229. Take that, you Raven fans. Yeah.
He looks good.
Oh, there he is. There, yeah, Malik Cunningham. There you go. From Louisville.
2 Louisville quarterbacks on the team. There you go.
Yeah. You must have been delighted to see though how much money they're wasting on Odell next year.
Oh yeah, like this. Fuck it, like
from Odell. Like apparently Jets offered nearly that much.
Do you reckon Odell still has it? Do you reckon he still has it?
No, we'll find out.
I don't know.
He's
Still,
too
I
old.
still can't
gets
commit
injured.
that much money to someone with 2, paperweights for knees.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's gonna be tough. We'll see. Like if he goes down first game season next year, I will not be surprised.
He definitely won't have a fucking Malik Cunningham slinging balls at him.
He might not have Lamar slinging balls at him either. It might have to be Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley.
Oh,
What,
yeah.
like,
No.
The ninth man on the list, Tyler Huntley for Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Hey, also we got we'll play in this Pro Bowl. Oh, sure.
Reen was
There you
10th.
Yeah.
Right, we're going on to the next pick, and that is the Minnesota Vikings. Interesting. Chris, are you going on again?
Sick.
You are.
I think I am.
Pick the rest of it, Bubba.
This is bullshit
We
draft.
just log off and just get him to text us when he's done. Yeah. Right. Chris.
Again,
you are
my boy, Big Kirk Cousins.
Oh, wow.
Justin Jefferson needs a friend at a wide receiving. We're going Zay Flowers, Boston College.
Good shout.
Excellent pick.
Good shout.
Excellent pick. Because they've just lost Adam Thielen as well, so they need some extra bodies in that wide receiver room for sure. So that is a very good pick. I like that.
Adam Thielen went to the Panthers, didn't he?
Yeah,
he did.
He did. Yes, he did.
He didn't do much last season, but fuck, when he did, he was good.
But he used to be
Like,
good. He used to be.
He didn't get targeted. I know when you with Justin
Yeah,
Jefferson.
but you're not gonna get targeted when you were Justin Jefferson there. Like.
Yeah, it's just not happening.
Yeah, well, that's true. Right, let's see if we can motor through these last 7 picks. So Jacksonville Jaguars are up next. Let's see if we can get through this. Let's spin that wheel. Chris, oh, you are kidding me.
Fuck me.
Chris, you are picking now for the
You're
Jacksonville
picking him
Jaguars.
because you just know he doesn't have a fucking clue what he's at.
I know the fucking idea, man.
It's just funny to watch his wee mind go, fuck's sake.
I'm just here to have fun, you know. Let's see what hasn't been picked yet. We haven't.
No guards off the
We
board
haven't
yet.
picked a kicker yet or a punter.
No safeties either.
No safeties. Let's see.
No linebackers either.
The Jacksonville guards are awful, to be fair. I would be taking Osiris.
Center or
Torrance,
guard, I'd be
but
looking at.
Nah, we're just gonna go for a safety. I want a safety on here. No one's picked a safety yet. Antonio Johnson, Texas A&M.
Antonio Johnson. Where is he?
Fuck's sake, he'll just pick the first one.
He's
I would have said
You
Brian
got-
Branch
you-
area.
you gotta make the draft interesting. These are fucking diamonds in the rough, mate. Listen, I wasn't brought on here for my analysis. I was brought on here having a fucking clue what I'm doing.
Your rugged good looks.
Oh. Right, okay,
Yeah.
so we have cleared up that one. Let's move on then to the New York Giants. Who are they going to pick?
I'm just going to
this
sit
one.
and pick all these now.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Right, it's changed. Right, I'm picking.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's have a look. See. I have a sneaking suspicion that I think they're going to go running back.
Running back?
Yeah,
Saquon
because
Barkley.
Saquon won't
They
sign
have
this
fucking
franchise tag.
postman Pat playing wide receiver. Pick a wide receiver for fuck's sake.
No, well, they have Darren Waller, and they got
I
someone
know,
else. in
Darren,
as
even
well.
I knew that.
But you forgot, like, I'm the one making this pick, so
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
tough,
true.
innit?
You also know Darren
Uh,
Waller's a tight end, don't you? He's not a wide receiver.
I do know Darren Waller's a tight end, yes.
Right.
Yeah, I do know what Darren. But let's see who's available in the wide receiver market. Okay, I'll humor you. Quentin
Your man.
Johnson. Yeah, okay.
Quentin Johnson. He's a good lad.
Quentin Johnson.
He was better than
All right.
Zay Flowers. Ranked higher.
Different type of wide receiver as well. Kind of more big body than Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is more of a deep threat.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
have
go on.
time
Go on,
to
I'll
get
do
the ball
it.
deep anyway, so
Don't go to peer pressure, Dar. You do you, boo.
take a kicker. Go on.
No, I'm gonna go with my original one. I think that they're gonna go running back because Saquon is being a little difficult to keep on his franchise tag, so they might have to get someone in. So I'm gonna go for Jahmyr Gibbs out of Alabama to be their running back of the future, which means Saquon will
Alabama.
probably move on somewhere else. So let's get on to the Dallas Cowboys. Who's going to take this pick to undoubtedly ruin them?
Michael
finally,
Wilson from
boys.
Stanford.
I think I've made 3 picks all day today.
You had number 1.
I know, yeah, but
Three
that was
more
by
than me,
default.
Ryan. 3 more than me.
All right.
I
Right.
forgot even how to pick now after all this. Wait, no, let's pick 10 in a row.
So I think this is a good time to pick Elijah Clancy. That defense needs an interior guy, and they've already got a very strong defensive line. So yeah, Elijah Clancy.
Okay. Elijah Cansey is going to be a Dallas Cowboy. Him and was it Micah Parsons? And I think there'll be a nice little combo in that defense for sure with the Cowboys. Let's move on. Let's get through these last few because I'm sure we all want to go back to our lives. Chris, welcome back to the chat.
Here we go.
You are picking on behalf of the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, they don't need much. But I think it is going to be more boys in the D line. More boys in the D line. So, all hail Wolverines, Mazzy Smith. Come on down.
Mazzy Smith, an interior guy. I like that pick. I like that pick for sure. Mazzy Smith is going to be a Buffalo Bill. There's still some good edge defenders on that board there as well. Tyree Wilson and Lucas Van Ness and Will McDonald. So let's see what happens with these last, 4 picks? 4 picks left. Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. Who is going to be picking? Neil, I'm hoping it's you. You haven't actually picked in a while now, have you? But it's not.
No, not again. Not again.
You fluffing serious.
Like this is another fucking divisional rivalry.
I'll be back in a wee minute, sure. He's going to pick when 30 more picks gone.
Right. So Cincinnati Bengals. Who are you picking for the Cincinnati Bengals?
Oh, we're going special teams. We're going special teams. And Ryan, you're getting your first kicker on the board.
Good stuff. Love to see it.
It's a glorious name, Chad Ryland out of Maryland.
Chad Ryland, who is going to be the first kicker to take Evan McPherson's job. The Cincinnati Bengals.
And a first-round pick, no less.
A first-round pick,
no the first ever kicker to go in the first round, is he?
Yeah,
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Right, okay. 3 picks left.
Chris, who are you going to pick for the 29th pick?
I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Oh, it was so close to me that time.
Right, Rain. Neil, I am feeling sorry for you there. I do want you to pick before we finish up here for sure. You're picking for the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, they're just a shit show at the minute, aren't they? They need fucking everybody.
Trying to protect fucking Derek.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking guard. We'll go with Osiris Torrance. Guard.
Okay. Big boy out of Florida is off the board. He's going to New Orleans to be a Saint to protect Derek Carr so he can have all the time in the world to throw all those interceptions. Fantastic. Right.
Let's go, Chris. Let's go, Chris. Yes, it's Chris again.
I'll keep going. Come on.
Oh, so close to somebody else.
You know what,
we haven't
Neil?
Heard from Chris in at least one pick.
I'm going to trade this pick to you, Neil. Sitting there at the bottom of the fucking screen, bitching away. Make your pick, big man.
Clean off. I don't even want to pick anymore.
No, pick it. Go on. Sit there and bitching.
Second round. Whenever they do a second round.
You pick it. Pick it. You go ahead.
No, you pick
You go ahead.
I want to hear your decision.
No,
your informed decision.
My informed decision, yeah. Yeah, I have a fucking idea. Philadelphia Eagles. Defensive ends. Let's see, where we got defensive ends? I think we need defensive ends.
Lucas Van Ness, Tyree Wilson, Will McDonald.
Yeah, we'll go Lucas Van Ness out of Iowa. Oh, sweet name.
Lucas Van Ness.
Sexy.
That is a good pick. Some edge help to already get like the record-breaking.
To be fair, he has had a lot of practice at it.
Yeah. Right. Let's go. Neil, I think you're getting it. Oh, there we go.
You got it.
The final pick of the first round for the Kansas City Chiefs. Neil, you are making it. Who are you picking?
Oh, God. Quentin Johnson. Wide receiver.
Quentin Johnson.
They need wide receivers. If they're not bringing in DeAndre Hopkins with this pick, then they'll be bringing in a wide receiver of some sort.
Okay, so that is it. All 31 picks are made with Quentin Johnson being the last person to be picked in the first round. What I will do is I will take this image. I will put it up on our Instagram and our Twitter. if you have missed any of it, and we'll give you a chance to have a look at it and critique it and let us know what you think about it. Lads, I've enjoyed this mock draft. I think it's been quite fun. I thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah,
you're very welcome. Yes, it's been great crack. Yes, and Excellent. It was great crack meeting Luke as well. He was great crack.
Right. You had me stumped there. Sorry, I didn't even know what to say after that. Jesus Christ. Right. So before we go, if you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you like this video and you subscribe to the channel Under Center Podcast. Also comment underneath on whose picks is right, whose is wrong. I think that maybe some people may not like the fact that Kicker is there, but hey, look, listen,
break the glass ceiling of kickers, like break it.
That's it. That's it.
If you need a kicker, just draft them and that first round pick, like.
Yeah.
Kickers need love too, for sure. Rain, as always, sir. Sorry, thank you very much.
Yeah, we should do this more often.
100%.
100. Absolutely. Like I said, I'll be back on later on the Talkin Balls side of things with Neil to go through the first round and compare our picks to them and tell them that they're all wrong because we're right. Neil, I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
Yes, it's not going to be more. It's going to be just us getting drunk and talking about the pick that the team just made. So it's just going to be like us going, "You fucking serious? You picked that cunt?"
You know what? I think you're right. I think that's how it's going to go for sure.
Smokes a cigar and drinks his whiskey.
That's it. Only if they pick the right picks for 5 and 20. That's all.
Right pick.
Please don't trade back because I want to go to sleep at some stage. Right. That is where we're going to call it a day. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the draft this weekend. If you do get a chance to watch it, hopefully your team does the right things. But until next time, stay safe. Come see you soon.